Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into the absolutely fascinating world of running AI locally. We are going to explore exactly how to take back our privacy, reclaim our personal data, and completely cut the cord from the internet. Look, if you use AI regularly, you know how incredibly ingrained it's become in our daily workflows. But what you might not realize is the massive invisible toll it's taking on both our privacy and our planet. So we're going to break down the exact steps and the amazing benefits of bringing this powerful technology right to your very own desktop. Seriously, ask yourself this crucial question right now. What actually happens to your AI when the Wi-Fi dies? Because every single time the network drops, our heavy reliance on these cloud-based tools becomes a glaring, immediate problem. You know the feeling. You're right in the middle of a thought, drafting this super important document, and suddenly, poof. A severed connection means you are entirely locked out of the tools you literally rely on. It's a huge vulnerability in how we currently work. But before we even stress about internet outages, we have to look at the data itself. Mainstream AI models have this hidden flaw right out of the gate. Think about it. If you ask an AI to generate a picture of a scientist, almost everyone expects to see someone in a white lab coat with spherical glasses, right? Well, when we feed AI these specific human assumptions, it creates deeply ingrained bias. It limits the scope of what the AI produces simply because it's trying to match the specific assumptions of the people who originally programmed it. And believe it or not, this is merely the first of many, many hidden flaws in mainstream cloud-based AI. Section 1. The hidden costs of AI. Okay, so because behind that sleek, minimalist web interface you type into, there's a very physical, very demanding infrastructure. These cloud AIs run on massive computers known as servers. And because these servers process requests from millions of users globally 24/7, they generate an unbelievable amount of heat, like a staggering amount. To keep them from completely melting down, corporations have to run intense industrial-scale air conditioning and water cooling systems. This wastes vast amounts of electricity and water, producing a terrible carbon footprint that is genuinely bad for our planet. Actually, get this. Think about this for a second. Even just typing a polite thank you or sorry to a cloud AI costs the company real money to process and damages the earth. Every single unnecessary interaction literally burns real-world resources. People just aren't talking about this serious issue. We all worry about AI taking jobs, but the immediate crisis is the carbon footprint and the massive electricity drain of these server farms. Section 2. The local AI solution. So let's break down the exact difference here. With cloud AI, everything you type is packaged up, sent over your Wi-Fi, out into the internet, and delivered to corporate servers where it can be monitored or trained on. Basically, you're surrendering your data. But with local AI, the AI's brain lives strictly on your hard drive. No data packets ever leave your machine. You could literally take your laptop to a cabin in the woods with zero Wi-Fi, and the whole shebang would still work perfectly because the processing happens entirely locally. And because you aren't sharing processing power with 100 million other people, you unlock some incredible benefits. You get ultimate privacy with absolutely zero data sharing. It's fully available offline. It is completely free. No monthly subscription fees ever. And if you have a PC with a decent graphics card, it can actually be lightning fast because that hardware is dedicated entirely to you. Section 3. Meet the open models. Now, you might be thinking you have to sacrifice quality to go local. No way. The biggest players in tech are actually releasing incredible open source options for us. Meta released their Llama models, Google has an open source version called Gemma, and then there's the highly popular DeepSeek. Because their code is open and available, these models are ready to be downloaded and run entirely privately right on our own machines, without ever sending our information back to their creators. Look, if you're thinking, hey, I'm not a coder, please don't sweat it. You really don't have to be. We have incredible, super user-friendly software platforms out there now. Tools like Ollama, LM Studio, and Comfy UI for images, alongside InvokeAI, Web Chrome, and MLC Chat. These basically act as friendly interfaces that effortlessly run those heavy models on our computers. It makes the whole process pretty much as easy as installing a regular app on your phone. Section 4. How to run AI locally. The process is beautifully simple. Step 1. Just open your computer's command prompt if you're on Windows, or the terminal if you're on a Mac or Linux. Step 2, head over to the Ollama website and download their installer. Step 3, once it's installed, you just type the word pull to fetch your AI model directly to your hard drive. And finally, step 4, type run to start chatting offline. I mean, it really is that straightforward. Once you've got Ollama installed, this is where the magic happens. Just type Ollama poll Llama 3 to grab Meta's incredibly powerful open model directly to your drive. Then, type Ollama run Llama 3. Instantly, you're chatting with a cutting-edge AI at lightning speed, pulling all that processing power directly from your own hardware without needing a single drop of Wi-Fi. You can also just type Ollama list to see every single model you currently have stored on your machine.
There's actually this growing sentiment in the tech community right now. People are saying, I don't use ChatGPT, bye-bye, we'll be doing it locally. And honestly, once you experience firsthand how fast, capable, and incredibly private this offline method is, you will gladly say goodbye to the massive tech monopolies that hoard your data and lock you into monthly subscriptions. You become entirely self-sufficient.
Oh, and here's a really fun fact. What's truly exciting here is the creative potential. By mastering these local image and text models, you unlock the ability to fine-tune them with your own specific information. You can use tools like Comfy UI to train the AI on pictures of your own face. You can create completely private, customized content where you're a pilot, an astronaut, a police officer, literally anything you can imagine. And because it's local, your personal photos are never ever uploaded to some random server out in the cloud. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a challenge. Ask yourself, if you can have absolute total data privacy, zero subscription costs, and zero reliance on an internet connection, why are you still handing your personal data and your money over to the cloud? The tools are open, the software is totally free, and the power is sitting right there on your desktop. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to go run your very first local model today.